an update on this that fucking kid. I'm still not going to say his name. That Florida shooter who shot up that school.
Pussy, yeah.
Yeah. The more and more information that keeps coming out about this, the shittier it is. Cops were called to his house 39 times in 7 years. 39 fucking times. He even wrote on Instagram. I'm just going to read it verbatim. I think I am going to kill people. What more needed to be done at that point? The FBI was notified. The FBI came to his house, interviewed him. How do you have a total collapse like this?
They said that they could not corroborate that was him writing that.
Fuck. Did you see the rest of his Instagram?
I know. I'm just saying, like, that's what they're saying as far as, like, could have been someone else. Like, I don't know what he was saying to them.
It's like
but
shit
they
you would
couldn't
see.
prove that it was him, I guess, which is just like...
His Instagram is shit you would see in like a Netflix show of like The Bad Kid or one of those fucking CSIs or something where you're like, oh.
Or yeah, it reminded me of the Virginia Tech shooter.
Yeah.
Where it's like.
Could not have been any more clues.
Rainy, the exact same type of pictures in the exact same thing leading up to him shooting up Virginia Tech, right?
Fucking crazy.
Writing the same stuff. And
so they said that, the FBI botched this case, obviously. And then, you have the fucking FBI shit that came out last week over, that special Russia investigation that's been going on. There was 13 indictments of Russian nationals that they had fake Facebook and Twitter accounts, that they were influencing the election through social media. Oh boy, where to begin about this? I'm going to start with the fact that we've spent, as taxpayers, I don't know how many millions and millions of dollars for this stupid fucking probe to go on. For you to come back and say that 13 people had fake Facebook accounts and they were putting out fake news articles to influence the election. Holy shit. What an unbelievable waste of money, one. Two, I don't want to say like maybe I'm just a smarter bear. I expect that to be happening. I expect it to be going on.
Sure.
I watched that special on 60 Minutes, what was it, a year and a half ago, about those kids in fucking Croatia or Romania who were, all they could do is get paid to write fake news articles.
Oh, yeah.
For the internet. And it's just like, I expect all of this to be happening. None of this is surprising. For us to spend a gajillion dollars on finding 13 fake users who were putting out fake articles or trying to influence an election or make somebody else look bad, I expect this to be going on. Not only that, but like I suspect.
How would they go ahead?
I suspect like half of Twitter. When anything political comes up on either side, Republican or Democrat, I expect for half of those people on Twitter who are responding to these to be fake bots and shit like that. Like, in no way do I take any of it seriously because you're able to manipulate it however you want, essentially, with bots and things like that. That like, there's no way that I didn't think any of that was going on. Like, did you?
No, but I don't even see how that could influence me. Like, did the Russians put words that Hillary said inside her mouth? Did they put, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, as far as influence, like the debates, the things like her policies, like things she's done in the past, like things her husband has done, like Trump stuff, what he said, what he ran on, the people that he got excited. Russia didn't do any of that.
No.
So nothing that they tried to do or whatever to influence.
Yeah.
To me, I still don't understand what they're talking about as far as influencing election, because the emails were real. That email thing was, they didn't do that, right?
Yeah.
They didn't do they didn't talk about building the wall. It's like all these things that he got elected on or she didn't win because of, really.
Well, what they're saying is, that Mueller's saying is that these Facebook articles and things like that were targeted to go after people in swing states, that they would pop up in their feed and read them or whatever. Like, hey man, all of the shit that I read, like I always take with a grain of salt.
Absolutely.
And I would consider myself not dumb enough to read an article and have that change my political opinion where hey, I'm going to read a couple articles that are on my Facebook feed, and that's going to influence who I'm driving out to the ballot box for and going to vote for.
I guess that's what I mean is
that's crazy
that they're talking about influencing really stupid people, I guess. And
hey, guess what though? If you're a stupid person, you're able to influence stupid people from the beginning of time till now.
Facebook alone without Russians can influence this too. I mean, so I don't know. I don't. They really, they're just so pissed off, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're just so still pissed off.
But after how many months into this fucking investigation are we? Yeah. You'd know if you had Trump on something or
I would think. I mean, God,
they don't have anything. And it's just such a colossal waste of time. And the other problem is, again, if you're spending all of your time on this stupid shit, hoping this catches, and again, you're not building up a political opponent to actually run in the primaries next year, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked. Because people read this shit. Like I read this and I was like, all right, great. Was there people here? Was there spies here that were trying to influence the election? Because then if there was 13 Russian spies here on U.S. soil, and you arrested them and they were going, to the ballot boxes or going to these towns and trying to influence people while they're voting. All right, cool, man. We got a fucking problem. But putting out fake news articles, like people do that all the time. CNN does that all the time. Fucking the New York Times does that all the time.
Right.
I don't care that Russian, 13 people are on Facebook making fake articles. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And let's face it, if you thought this was a problem then or now, Facebook would have changed it. Nobody's changing anything. And because at the end of the day, how do you stop a fake article? Or who determines what's fake or what's real?
Yeah.
Writing an article is an opinion anyways. All of these news outlets, New York Times, Washington Post, all of them are they're kind of reporting the news, and then the rest of it's their opinion. Mm-hmm. You can't change a death toll somewhere,
right?
But you can change what your opinion of what happened was and why. And it's like, how is this any fucking different? And to spend all of this money on this stupid shit. Nothing makes no sense to me. It's become a witch hunt, like the fucking steroid thing. Like I didn't want the government spending money on fucking going after people who did steroids.
Yeah,
I didn't want to see that. I don't give a shit if Barry Bonds did steroids. I don't give a shit about this. Like I give a shit if there was 13 spies over here on American soil trying to influence the election. Or if they were casting
votes that weren't real.
Exactly.
Then
I would care.
What's happening? I want to know, but fake accounts and fake articles and all of that doesn't bother me.
No. And again, I expect it. I think this is going to happen in the next election too. People are going to use social media for how they want it, and they're going to try to manipulate it for their favorable outcome. But that's the way of the world today. I mean, look, if you probably went back to an election in the 1800s when you had to go door to door and talk to people about why you should, get voted for, I'm sure people were telling lies at people's houses right to their face. Where it was like, hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Oh,
Are you thinking about voting for Eisenhower? Well, you shouldn't, because he he killed someone. He put somebody's head in a box. He used to sleep with prostitutes. He probably did this. Don't tell anybody, but go out and vote on Tuesday.
Sure.
Probably the same thing. Probably even worse, because it's a person coming up to you, talking to you right in your face.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook, if you're fucking dumb enough to believe an article on Facebook, then congratulations. You're probably worthy of being duped anyway, so fuck off.
So there you go.
Yeah.